it like rocket fuel.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad being pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, round it up, count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me, cause I like she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute.
Okay, Coach, this storied franchise in Dallas and their fans are hungry and hopeful to add another championship banner in the rafters as we settle in for some playoff football at AT&T Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. That'll be taken in the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Let's go, D. Let's go. At 25 the mic.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
At 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic. Push him back. Let's go.
Now a first down throw. Romo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
Cut.
Hey, Wahoo!
25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Throwing again. Romo. Eluding the pressure right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Get it.
Another try for Smith. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Go, go.
And that'll set them back 5. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, third and goal.
Tight is right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Hey, high 7.
Check 24.
Hit it.
Out of the gun, Romo. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Here we go. 50, plant.
25, check 25, check 25. Check hot.
Look at me. Go. Hey, Sam off.
Set the tone, defense.
Hey.
Defense, let's go. SOS.
Ready.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He's got a first down and more past the 30. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 83 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. And watch that. And watch the ball. Go.
Romo here on first down. That's complete to Smith. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short.
Ready? 90 ball.
I got you, son. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Romo. Flushed out right. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw is Romo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hayes. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 30 base. Hey, Delta. 2.
A first down carry for Smith. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
On the set.
Watch 9. But, gotta get the point.
Romo on 3rd down. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And this is good for a first down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Ready. 18 Gator. Hey, lock it.
Tighten up.
Hey, Alpha.
Smith trying to run for it. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position of throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And that's caught by Smith.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up those beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
15 line. 15 line. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. Hey, they're scared.
Please dribble.
Here's Romo. Open man is Howard, the tight end. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Go now. 50. Plant. 61.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. Nice, sweetheart. Hey, 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. Right here.
Hey, Charlie.
We got 25 to Mike. Hey, watch this.
Ready, go.
Hey, 25 to Mike.
Fire.
A shotgun snap for Romo. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, Echo.
They do snap it. Now Romo. Over the middle, complete. It's Hayes. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Flush to his right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Romo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on this, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now Sims. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Rush in.
Go out.
Bang, bang. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
On third down, Barkley. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down.
Hey, exit.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Go.
55 is Mike.
Get ready.
On fourth down, Sims. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. DeMarcus Lawrence. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Down. 8, read.
Watch the whip.
Gone, gone.
They'll run on first down. It's Smith, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run forward with Smith. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike.
5.
Now Romo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Escaping the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Go, go.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Now.
Here's Sims. It's complete to Cruz. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Man, I got you.
Hey.
On first down, Sims. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
There.
Lucky.
Now.
I got it.
Look at me. Zipper. Get it.
On second down, here's Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Check in. Hey, here we go. Mike 28, exit. Mike 20.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Look at me. Go. Go. Hit it.
On third down, Sims. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is,
and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. So much talk this week on the other side about slowing him down coming off that great performance, NFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But long touchdown run there, nobody was stopping him.
Yeah, good luck for that because that was an explosive run. You know, in the NFL, they describe that as any run over 10 yards. Some teams say 15. He went over 20-plus on that one.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And the pressure gets to Romo as he goes down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return is Jones. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
80 weapon.
Check 9, check 9. Check the backer, check the backer.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 54.
Go.
54.
Back to the air on second down. Sims steps away to his left. And Sims lost it. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Sims. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Get it.
Throwing again. Romo. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Ready? 60 all.
All day, every day, any day.
Hey, exit. Let's go hit it.
The final shot before the break. Romo looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play here for the Cowboys. 57 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Go. Defense.
Here we go now with Smith. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Here's Smith. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown. Offensively, are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Hey, wahoo! Shoot!
Here we go on 4th. Romo. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand.
Watch the slip. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Rock it. Yep.
Check. Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. 17 yards and a Giant first down. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
On 1st and 10, Sims nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Mike 54. Rip left. Mike 5-4. Mike
go.
Back to throw. Sims. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
8-3.
Time. Watch the edge.
Get it.
They'll try the right side here with Smith.
You ain't doing nothing today.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 41 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot for the... And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 23 yards for the touchdown as they are able to cut into that lead. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2.
Check. Hard.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll wind up short of the goal line. So they will not be able to get this back within a score as this remains a 10-point differential. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Watch the pass.
Looking to throw. Sims. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Sims. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Look at me, zip, two.
Throwing on first down, Sims. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And the pressure gets to him again. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Go. Look, squeeze. Hey!
Throwing on third and long. Sims. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
61, matchbox lights. Yeah.
They'll try and throw for it here. And caught by Cruz. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
First down, New York.
One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Look at me. Go.
Watch the safety creep. 49, check 49.
Hey, set it.
Now Saquon Barkley. Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down.
Hey, lock it.
He's checking. Crash. Switch.
You're out.
Hey, alert 3.
Yep.
Me.
Again, it's Barkley. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
The Giants on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Go on, go on.
Kill, kill, kill.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Leo, go. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Focus, defense, focus.
On first down, it's Romo. He's got Smith here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Romo. He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play here for Dallas. 47 yards. From the red zone now, Romo. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Look at me, zipper.
Back up. Check 3, check 3.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Go.
Slam. Check 43. Shoot.
Stand.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Ready? 18 Gator.
54. Right, 54. You can't block me. Shoot.
Look, squeeze. Look at me. Go.
Turn it up.
Go.
I got him. On me.
Snap.
On 3rd down, here comes Barber. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustain. And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He finds Beckham complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, New York.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Check 26. Bravo.
Check 4, check 4.
Hey, lock it. 54. Say go.
On 1st down, Sims. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Able to get there and pick it. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Romo. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase the rings. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase the rings. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase the rings. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great color coats, you don't know I can't be number 2. MVP. Go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need